Start off by telling us what they call you, where you from, and tell us about your childhood.
Well, they call me Shihan Rasheed Shipman. I'm from Elizabeth, New Jersey. My childhood was pretty good. Both parents. Um, Schoolwork, just regular kid. But the thing is that I started blossoming with physical contact sport a little later. I mean, we played the like typical thing, like free fall in the street and tackle football. But as far as like physical stuff, like uh, um, grappling and actual fighting, I kind of like started that a little later on in my childhood.
How many siblings do you have?
I'm one of six kids, so it's me. I have an older brother and an older sister, and I have two younger brothers, and then I have a baby sister as well. So it's four boys and two girls. They hated it though. They hated it, but in some sense they hated it, but they loved it at the same time. Yeah, yeah.
Were you ever getting bullied as a kid?
I was not getting bullied as a kid. I knew some kids that were getting bullied, but I I think what helped me out is I actually followed behind an older brother and older sister that kind of like paved the way, like, oh, don't mess with them. That's such and such brother. This is it. I mean, that happened a lot actually. That did happen a lot. So, but later on down the line, I actually paved my own way of for my own self and not being in their shadow type deal. But to answer your question, as far as being bullied, no.
What did you want to be when you was growing up?
Growing up, I wanted to actually be a football player, but I was too small in the eyes of whatever coach, But I made it through 7th and 8th grade football, and I made it to high school football. And my stats was actually pretty good because I played defense. The only thing is when I first started playing football, when I got into high school, actually my freshman year, I tore my ACL, and that kind of screwed me. But it made me more of a physical player because I didn't want to be hit anymore. I wanted to do the hitting. So after that, after I figured out, this football thing isn't going to work. In the process of that, now here's the thing that nobody they didn't know at the same time. Only a couple of my friends actually knew. When I was in 7th and 8th grade playing football and basketball, my dad would be waiting outside for me to take me to martial arts practice, and a lot of people didn't know that. They really didn't know that, and it wasn't up to me to tell nobody. It just, I just didn't like it in some sense because I felt like my dad felt like I couldn't protect myself and stuff like that. But as I got older, I realized that wasn't the case. I was just a knucklehead, and he wanted me to have some type of discipline. That's what that was. So. Tired of seeing these small videos? Subscribe to TeamOSMTV.com because these full episodes are out right now. Like right now.